Whether you're on a strict budget or looking for the best cheap 4K TV, you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a decent display that's good enough for watching your favorite shows and movies. Today, even cheap and budget-friendly TVs can deliver a decent viewing experience for most users, and many of them have great smart features, eliminating the need to spend more on an external streaming device if you want to look for the best cheap smart TV. You can also find these models in a wide range of sizes, so you aren't limited to just small sizes. We've bought and tested more than 425 TVs, and below you'll find the best budget TVs to buy. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5. Amazon Fire TV Omni QLED. The Amazon Fire TV Omni QLED is part of Amazon's own brand of TVs to infiltrate the UK, and while it's not perfect, for its price, this TV puts in a generally enjoyable performance across the board. We're not fans of the feet placement for the 65-inch version. They're set at the edges, which means you'll need a wide surface to position the TV on. The Fire TV platform presents plenty of apps is excellent, but the content is weighted too much towards Amazon's own Prime Video and Freevee. If you subscribe to other streaming services, it's not as easy to find what else is available in our experience. Alexa voice control is reliable, and you can choose to call up Alexa with the voice remote or hands-free, which you can switch off if you don't want Alexa always listening. The Fire TV Omni QLED features support Dolby Vision IQ and HDR10 Plus Adaptive, two HDR supports we don't often see at this price. The image quality could be more consistent as HDR10 Plus performance is not the most colourful. While its Dolby Vision IQ performance is better, it suffers from raised blacks. It's also not the brightest for HDR content as we measured it at a peak of 529 nits. That is, however, better than the Sharp EQ3 model on this list. The built-in sound system provides a good sense of space to films and TV shows, though it is crisp in tone to a fault. Some sound modes fare better, but a soundbar will remedy that. Number 4. Sharp 65 EQ3 EA is the best budget 65-inch TV. Sharp has been around for a long time, and the 65 EQ3 EA is not just a return to prominence in the market, but a return to form too. Its smarts are provided by Android TV, ensuring you're not left wanting any entertainment when it comes to films, TV, and music. Though we found the Android interface easy enough to navigate in terms of curating content for the user, the results it provides could be more personal. You also get Chromecast and Google Assistant to cast to the screen and for voice control operation of the TV respectively. If you're a gamer, we wouldn't recommend getting this screen. We measured lag at 50 ms at 1080p resolution. Unlike Samsung's cheaper QLED TVs, the Sharp 65 EQ3 EA is kitted out with Dolby Vision, and it results in a colourful image with shows such as Stranger Things and Wednesday on Netflix. We did note that there was an orange push to complexions in Dolby Vision, but found it a minor issue overall. With HDR content, black levels aren't quite as firm as we'd like, and this has the impact of affecting contrast, but this is still a more vibrant performance than the Samsung. It's also compatible with Dolby Atmos and DTS:X, though you have to switch between the two in the settings to get the best performance. All in all, this is a solid 65-inch 4K TV for the outlay, and well worth considering if you're after good smarts, pictures, and sound in one affordable package that's cheaper than the Amazon Fire TV Omni QLED. Number 3. Hisense R50A7200GTUK Roku TV. Best budget smart TV. In the budget TV market, the Hisense Roku TV was one of the leading contenders. It has since been discontinued and replaced by the R50A7200GTUK model, and it repeats the same trick of before, packing in even more value at a similar price. The number of smarts the Hisense R50A7200GTUK Roku TV has is only behind the likes of Samsung models such as the QN90A and AU7100. There is Freeview Play, which Samsung lacks, and that brings the catch-up apps into play, like iPlayer and ITV Hub. There's a wide range of streaming apps like Netflix, Disney+, Apple TV+, among others, and the Roku OS has been updated to support AirPlay 2 for iPhone screen mirroring and Apple HomeKit, with Alexa and Google Assistant also available. Build quality is fine, The slimness of the rear panel means the Hisense Roku doesn't jut out much when wall-mounted, and with most of the connections side-facing, it's easier to plug sources in. Assembling the TV is simply a case of slotting in the feet, tightening the screws, and turning the TV on. Picture quality is similar as the B7120UK. Number 2. Samsung UE43AU7100. Some affordable TVs make you feel a bit cheap, but the Samsung AU7100 isn't among them. Its bezels are slim, the plastic construction doesn't feel overly dar, and the push and click feet are nicely functional with enough room between the screen and the surface to place a soundbar. We would say any prospective owners should consider having a wide surface as the feet are placed far apart. As expected from Samsung, there's no Freeview Play, but all the UK catch-up apps are accounted for, along with other entertainment options such as Disney+, Netflix, Now, and Spotify. All 3 of its HDMI sockets cover auto-low latency mode, but we wouldn't wholly recommend this TV for bedroom gaming for current-gen consoles as it lacks features such as VRR. In terms of its picture performance, we found it engaging with native 4K images and very watchable with 1080p content. Retrieval of detail is excellent for a screen of its size and price. Colors are wide-ranging and deliver very subtle variations of shade, with plenty of detail to note in the darkest and brightest parts of the image too. However, it lacks the more popular Dolby Vision format, choosing HDR10+ instead. Its audio performance avoids coming across as shrill and does decent work with dialogue, but it's still a TV and a small one at that, so a soundbar is a must if you care about audio. Style available nearly 3 years after its release, this Samsung remains the best 43-inch LCD TV we'd recommend over others. Number 1. TCL 55RC630K Roku TV. The best cheap TVs we've reviewed. It gets several things right. From the design that's easy to assemble with its attachable feet, to the smart interface that emphasizes simplicity, the Roku interface is a highlight because of its accessibility. It's fast to scroll through and easier to navigate than some interfaces on more expensive TVs. All the big SVOD apps are available with the likes of Disney+, Apple TV+, and Netflix, and the UK catch-up apps are covered through Freeview Play. For gamers, the TCL 55RC630K only supports ALLM for putting the TV into its game mode. We measured latency at 11.5 minutes, which is quick for any telly. Boasting a QLED screen, the TCL 55RC630K puts in a decent HDR performance with support for HDR10+ and Dolby Vision, with a peak brightness that we measured at 386 nits on a 10% window. That's far from the best HDR performance you'll find, but we found the QLED screen presents good-looking colors and accomplished-looking tones with HDR content. If you can spend more, you'll get a better sense of contrast. Upscaling is an improvement over the older 55RP620K with more color and vibrancy to images, as well as better sharpness and clarity. The audio system features surprisingly punchy bass. There are fine levels of detail and clarity, and vocal clarity is good. There's also a dialogue enhancer to help boost what people are saying, and we found it worked effectively.